Hello, it's Sean. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a game called The Revelation War from Canvas Temple Publishing. This game explores the idea of an Israeli state that is defending itself against a coalition of a variety of enemy factions, but without the support of the United States. The idea is that the Israeli forces are trying to defend themselves in the conventional battlefield. If they need to go to an atomic attack to defend themselves, then they will lose the game. This game isn't based around the biblical idea of the revelation, but it does include some tokens for that. If you want to include them in the game, we'll take a look at see what's inside this box and look at the components and their quality and see what we think. This is essentially a two-player game, but it is also supposed to work well as a solo game. It's designed by Ty Bomba, and we'll open it up and take a look and see how everything looks. This game was published through Kickstarter. I backed the project and I received my copy maybe a month or so ago. Haven't had a chance to take a peek at it yet, but I thought we would look at it together so you could see what was included in here. I like the artwork on the box. It looks pretty cool. It's looks like it's CGI, maybe a photo with just some graphics in the back. It's hard to tell, but it does look nice. The box is sturdy enough. Comes with plastic bags, which is always nice. Pretty much all the gamers I know have supplies of plastic bags, but it's always a nice touch when the games put them in there. There's also a six-sided die, which again, we all have plenty of those laying around, but it's good to have it in the box. Got a rule book. Nice big print. It's color format. Looks like we've got 15 pages, so not a ton compared to some games. Some charts on the back. Got our map. This is just a kind of a heavy paper. I don't know if I'd even call it a cardstock. It's a little bit bigger than fit on camera. I'll take a picture and so you can see it all. So we have a turn effects chart, a differential combat results table. We have one for both sides. That's nice that they've added a second one and faced it the other direction so that both players playing it can read it. Turn sequence here on the board as well. The map looks pretty nice. There's different colors. I don't know if you can really see that. That one's kind of tough to make out. Not awful, but if you don't have great eyes, you might have a little bit of a challenge distinguishing the color of the board. I like how the cities are, the shapes like that. That's pretty neat. I don't know. Looks pretty cool. got a card here for the different units. Shows what's what. We've got Hezbollah, Palestinian, Gaza, and West Bank. Chinese, Russian, Egyptian, Iranian, Jordanian, Turkish, and Syrian. And then the Israeli side just has their Israeli units. It uses the NATO symbols on the tokens to distinguish which they are. I've heard some people don't like that, some people do. I think it's just a background. Some people aren't familiar with the symbols. I'm familiar with the common ones. Some of the less common ones are a little bit more of a challenge, but it's easy enough to look them up and figure out what they are. Some people like having, a picture of a tank or a picture of artillery or infantry on them. I don't really care. I can go either way. So we'll see how those work. And here's the tokens, the counters. These are the the biblical ones. Let's see how well they pop out. Looks like they're cut fairly decently. Not a lot of flash on these. Sometimes they tear a little bit. They're not a problem to break out because you don't want obviously them to tear as you're taking them out. So it looks like a nice variety of options for the attacking forces, the defending forces. Of course, because of the idea that they've been left alone, the American forces have withdrawn, so it's just the Israeli forces defending, so they only have their own national forces. That's nice. One thing I'll comment here too, these are cut pretty nice, at least in this copy. Sometimes when they do the colors right next to each other, you'll get a little bit of, when they're cut, you'll have some white on, or some of the color. When they're cut like that, sometimes there'll be some overlap of the color. These don't look to be they don't look to have much of that. At least there's a little bit here on the back. It's not a huge deal, but sometimes I've seen it where it's pretty significant. They're off center when they're cut. So, but these look like they're pretty nicely lined up. So you can see these are cut. As I hold this, these are just kind of popping out and breaking apart. So, well, that looks like what you get inside of the box of Revelation War. I'm going to crack this out, try to get some games played. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and the other projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. Be sure to click the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook, and there's links to all those in the description. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.